Hey guys, it's Austin here. This is my first review video, and I thought I'd kick it off with a good note. And what we got here today is our Samsung Solstice. Now I'm using a flip video camera, as you can see right here in the reflection, and I can kind of kick us off with the hardware. So first of all, hardware on this phone is a nice glossy touchscreen. Now what's really cool is that there's a lot of phones, such as the iPhone, or maybe the iPad, it's not a phone, but it's really a fingerprint magnet. But this phone is not, for some reason. I don't know why, I'm just saying it isn't. So there's the screen. So right down here we have our in-call button and power button. There it is. In-call button and power button. Here is our back button, it's silver, nice, in the middle. And then here is our send, or, yeah, it's mostly just for send. Then on the bottom, sorry if the phone's really scratched up, because I've been doing a lot of tests on it, and I've been really beating it up. So down on the bottom, you probably can't see it, but right here we have our microphone. But this phone is unique because it has two microphones. So here's one. Then on the side over here, next to the volume rocker, is another microphone. So that's cool. Over here we have our camera button. So you press it, and it comes up to the camera once you can get it to work. So there's the camera. 2 megapixels, may I add. After the camera comes over here, this is kind of a shortcut button right here. And here, I'll turn this on. It comes up as shortcuts. What we got here is call, messaging, mobile web, music player, games, and end all. So that's just kind of like the exit button down here. So, then over here we have our proprietary charging port for Samsung, and the charger works on a lot of new Samsung phones. Then up here we have our lock button. So a lot of people get confused, they're tapping the screen like, why won't it unlock? It's up here. Okay, so that's mostly the hardware for the front and on the sides. In the back we have our faux leather back and our 2 megapixel camera with vanity mirror, may I add. That's about it. On the inside, our SIM card, the cool thing is you don't have to remove the battery to put in the SIM card, but you might as well do it because if it's still on, it's not going to work with the SIM card in it. And then under the battery is a 2 gigabyte, well, not a 2 gigabyte, it's a memory card port. I'm not really quite sure how many gigabytes you can put in, but right now I have a 2 gigabyte in it. Okay, so that's the outside. Here is our Samsung logo and an AT&T logo, and our well, this is a speaker back here, and then this is our speaker for when you're in a call. So we'll unlock it and we'll look at some of the hardware. So I have water damage on this because I was doing a test and it went kind of wrong, and I poured water on it accidentally. So sorry about that if it gets a little hard to see. So what we got here, down here, you probably can't see it. Dial right here. So dial is just a dialing pad that you find on a lot of phones, such as the iPhone, the BlackBerry Storm, all those. So you know, you just dial away on that. So we have call, send message, and save as a contact down here. So it's pretty easy. You don't have to go to the address book and click add new contact and all that. Then down here we have contacts. It holds 2,000 contacts, which is very helpful if you are very popular. Here's create contact down here, or delete. Then we go back, and here is menu. Menu holds a lot of things, and now we still have these 3 shortcut buttons on the bottom. See down here, but we added message instead of menu because we're already in the menu. So you click that. So that's just creating a message. We'll get to that in a sec. So over here we have address book, messaging, AT&T GPS, mobile video, AT&T music player, or AT&T Music where you can buy music. Then next to it we have games and apps. There's preloaded games on there. Mobile web, which is AT&T's browser. Oops. Then we have App Center. Oops, App Center. Yellow Pages Mobile, which is kind of an interesting feature that they have, but it's helpful if you need to find somebody. My Stuff, Tools, and then Settings. First, I guess we can start off with messaging, and then we'll get to settings. So I'm just going to highlight the biggest stuff. So messaging, this is an all touchscreen phone. It doesn't slide, it doesn't flip, it doesn't do any of that. So it is helpful to have a nice responsive touch screen to text on. So you probably can't see this, but here, let me zoom in on it. So here we go. It's a QWERTY keyboard, touchscreen QWERTY keyboard. It's very responsive, and the buttons are nice and big, a lot bigger than regular touchscreen phones that, I mean, not touchscreen phones, but keyboard phones that actually flip up and do that. It works great. So, that's about it. You know, text anyone. The only time this phone really freezes is if you're texting and then you get a text while you are typing a message. So, it doesn't freeze for a long time. It just kind of messes it up a little bit. We're back to menu. So, then we will, like I said, we're going to go to settings, but I guess this phone has a lot of features, customizable features that can be found in settings, but also in pictures. So, I'll go to My Stuff, and down here we have pictures. So I'll just click a picture. This is my buddy over here. He's in the back right here. So we click this middle button. There's 3 buttons right here in case you can't see them. 3 buttons right here. Not these ones down here. These ones. So we can click Customize. And then there's the picture again. You press Edit, and there's so many features you can do. So we'll go to let's click Warp. So you click a warp, and then it warps your face. Or it warps the picture. So that one wasn't very good because you couldn't really see what happened. Or here, how about we do this? We go to Style, and we can press Magic Pen. And then we look different. So that's really cool. I love that part. Then back down here, we'll go back to Settings. Settings is great because it has a lot of cool settings. Well, actually, Settings doesn't have a lot of cool settings. It has settings. It doesn't have a lot. So we have Phone. I was actually kind of disappointed when I first got this phone. I thought it'd be a really customizable phone and stuff like that, but it really wasn't. That's alright though, you know, it's not too bad. So we have language, vibration, feedback, calibration, which is kind of fun. It's like playing target practice. Motion detection, auto keypad lock, security, reset phone, restore phone, and airplane mode. So that's about it. You know, and then there's other memory management, stuff like that. So that's about it. The preloaded games on here, I bought a few. Actually, I don't remember the preloaded games because I already bought some, so who cares. Widgets over here. We have some really cool widgets. We have analog clock. You can't really see that very well. Then we have the regular digital clock and just all that stuff. I like putting them all onto my phone and then seeing how confusing it can get. So, you know, you have some really cool widgets on here, like such as Yahoo, Search, and Facebook and stuff like that. So you know what, that was mostly our tour of the Samsung Solstice. Sorry about the water damage and the big scratches and everything, but I just wanted to kind of give you a tour and show you how it was. So this is Austin. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. And a little recap on hardware, I would give this phone maybe I would give it a 6 because it's not very tough. It's pretty It gets a lot of scratches and chips in the paint really easily, but it looks nice, so that's why I give it a 6. And then the software, I would give it a 7. Everything is really good except for obviously the settings, which is not very customizable, which is kind of disappointing. But if you really want a phone that's cheaper and easy for texting, you should get this one because keyboard phones cost a lot more. But this one is really easy to text and really responsive. I got mine for $50 from the AT&T network after rebates and 2-year contract. So it's a really good deal. And you know, if you want this phone, just head on into your AT&T store. They're still making them, depending on the time that you're watching this video. The time that I'm making it, they're still making them. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good time searching for a phone. Thanks.